Have you ever wondered why so many people feel guilty after doing something that's supposed to relieve stress? Why something so private, so common, can leave you feeling calm one moment and strangely empty the next? Today, we're exploring the psychology of self-intimacy, what it really does to your mind, and why it can both help and harm your mental health. 1. The hidden psychology of self-intimacy. Let's be honest, almost everyone experiences it at some point. Self-intimacy isn't just a physical act. It's an emotional language between your body and your brain. When you engage in it, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical, the same one triggered by food, achievement, or social approval. You feel a sense of control, comfort, or even escape. For many, it's not about pleasure alone. It's about temporary peace in moments of anxiety, boredom, or loneliness. But that peace can come with a hidden cost. Because the brain starts to learn, when I feel sad or stressed, this is how I escape. And once that emotional link is formed, it's no longer about desire, it's about relief. 2. When self-intimacy becomes emotional coping. Here's where psychology gets interesting. In moderation, self-intimacy can actually reduce stress, improve mood, and help people sleep better. But when it becomes a coping mechanism, a way to avoid uncomfortable feelings, it can slowly reshape how the brain manages emotion. Instead of processing sadness, frustration, or rejection, the brain learns to soothe rather than solve. And when you keep soothing instead of solving, the emotions you suppress don't disappear, they simply wait. That's why some people report feeling numb, disconnected, or even drained afterward. It's not shame, it's emotional fatigue. The brain just spent dopamine without creating real fulfillment. 3. The shame cycle. Another powerful factor is social conditioning. From a young age, most people are taught that pleasure is private, even taboo. That secrecy can create a loop of guilt and relief. Doing something for comfort, then feeling ashamed for doing it. Psychologists call this the shame reinforcement cycle. The guilt creates emotional discomfort, which drives the need for more relief. And so the loop continues. The real harm doesn't come from the act itself. It comes from the emotional meaning you attach to it. 4. The mental health connection. Studies show that frequent self-intimacy can impact mental health both positively and negatively, depending on the why behind it. When done out of curiosity, comfort, or affection for oneself, it often reduces anxiety and increases self-awareness. But when used to escape reality, avoid loneliness, or numb emotions, it can heighten symptoms of depression, social withdrawal, and low motivation. Over time, the constant dopamine release can desensitize the brain's reward system, making normal joys, like human connection, feel less satisfying. That's why some people start losing interest in relationships, hobbies, or even themselves. 5. Rebuilding a healthier relationship with yourself. So what's the psychological balance? It's not about quitting. It's about understanding your intention. Ask yourself, am I doing this to feel better or to avoid feeling at all? If it's for escape, your mind may be asking for something deeper: rest, connection, creativity, or even love. Psychologists recommend self-awareness over self-judgment. Learn to reconnect with your body in ways that don't always rely on reward chemicals, through exercise, art, meditation, or real intimacy. Because emotional connection, not just physical release, is what keeps the brain healthy. In the end, self-intimacy isn't the enemy, disconnection is. When you understand your desires instead of hiding them, your body becomes a mirror of your mind, not an escape from it. The key isn't to stop seeking comfort, but to start seeking meaning. Because peace doesn't come from avoiding emotions. It comes from learning how to feel them.